was a federal worker who had 1 month left of her probationary period, and today I was told that I will be terminated at some point this week. I'm utterly devastated. I'm confused because my recent performance evaluation was exceptional and I got upwards of $1,500 as a bonus because my performance was so good. And this was my dream job, and it's just being taken away by an administration who doesn't care about science. It doesn't care about people who might.
Welcome to Inside the Daily Gist. How are you guys doing? February 25th, 2025. Thank you so much for clicking on this video when you saw it. On this channel, we talk about things going on in the news, things going on around the world, or on the internet. We bring it down here, then we chit chat about it. If it's something that might interest you, please don't forget to subscribe at the end of this video. Yes, my friends, this is a very serious one. Why? Because people are getting laid off of their job just because they are doing their job. Let's just call it what it is. They have been laid off of their job just because they are doing their job. And the irony of it is a billionaire that is taking away people that are doing their job. When we look at it, many people making 150, 120, or even less than 100,000 per annum. Yes, you heard me right. That's the kind of jobs that a billionaire is taking away from people. And those that got laid off, or those that they've received letters that they are going to be laid off, they went to social media just to pour it all out. You know what I mean? So that's why I said this is a serious matters, and it's not a joke. I just feel I feel so sorry for those that have been impacted by this. And credit to all the content creators that put this together for us to be able to watch it. Let's go see how people are reacting to this craziness of their job being taken away from them.
Be homeless with their dog now. They don't care about our species that we're trying to conserve. That's exactly what my job was doing. It was just to assess habitat conservation for species for a 55-year habitat conservation plan. We should all be so mad right now. We should all be crying like this because I'm just devastated. No idea. And I'll be okay. I've already appealed. I'm gonna fight for my job back. I took an oath of office to fight for this administration. And although I don't agree what's happening or what's going on, please, I don't want to hear the negative stuff. I don't want to hear it. We're going through it right now. All us government, all us federal employees are going through it. So the negative stuff, it doesn't help. This sucks. It's horrible. But I could just really use my friends right now. I could really use some words of encouragement, maybe even some job leads, and to just be here for me, because this is absolutely devastating.
Well, not how I wanted to start my 2025. I was just laid off. This is actually the first time I've ever been laid off, so I don't really know what to even do or how to process anything. I just dropped off my laptop. Sucks the most because I seriously was only at this company for 2 months. I literally got this job in October and loved every single second of it. Unfortunately, the company was acquired and a lot of us were let go. Nothing you can do about it, but it definitely sucks. I have no idea what I want to do. I don't know if I want to even keep working for a company or what. I got my real estate license back in early October. I'm like, maybe I should just pursue that. But I also really liked the idea of having like a stable income with a job. I'm also getting married this year and have lots of expenses. So yeah, I still know it's going to be a great year. Like, I'm truly trying to be positive. I know everything happens for a reason, but yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.
Everyone, please pardon my appearance as it is after 4 a.m. on Tuesday, February 18th. And I wanted to come on here as one of the thousands of federal employees who lost their job with the federal government this weekend. More specifically, I was removed from my position through an email from an unrecognized HR account from my agency around 1 p.m. on Saturday of this holiday weekend. No one within my chain of supervision was involved in this decision. I have gone through the entire range of emotions this past weekend. There is a lot of sadness in my heart. There is also a lot of anger. The firing of thousands of federal employees across the government is going to have detrimental impacts on regular people like yourself watching this video. My position with my healthcare agency was involved in Affordable Care Act, health insurance marketplace policy and operations. And so I was one of the people regulating health insurers to make sure that they were not selling you junk insurance, making sure that they were covering all the benefits that they had to cover, charging you a fair amount of cost sharing, making sure that they weren't discriminating against you based on your health conditions or health status. And with fewer people like myself in the government, you can imagine the impact that that will have on the regulation of massive corporations. And I think that's part of the point of all of this. I have gone back and forth all weekend with what comes next for me. I was a dentist before moving to DC. I graduated from dental school and put my clinical career on pause in order to move here and try to make a difference. I wanted to make dental care more accessible and affordable for people, and I felt like I finally had that opportunity in this job that I was just let go of. One of the hardest parts of all of this is that I don't know if I've really made a difference. I'm really at a loss for direction right now in what I'm doing with my life, and I'm really not sure what comes next for me, but whatever it is, hoping to make the best of it, as we always do, and really appreciate all the love and support of people out there who recognize just how cruel this is. I'm sending love to all of my federal workers out there who are either hanging on to their jobs still or were just let go this weekend. I know the pain that you're feeling, and the entire network has been so supportive, and I want to offer that same support to all of you. If there's any lessons to be drawn from this, it is that we do not need the richest people in the world controlling our government. Our government is supposed to be for the people, and the only purpose of all of this is not to decrease the federal deficit or decrease spending like they're claiming. We make up such a small portion of federal government spending. It's really to decrease regulation and allow businesses to go unregulated and take control of the economy. So I think we're in a really dark time, and it's going to take a lot of work for all of us to rebuild from this, but I am committed to doing that work in whatever role comes next, and I hope you all understand the gravity of this moment and do your own part to chip in. So I don't know what else to say, but for now, just wanted to share my story and send my love to anyone else going through this. All right.
Federal employee friends, it's time for the nightly rundown of agencies that have fired individuals or are planning to fire individuals. All of this has been confirmed through individuals who work at those agencies or through news media sources. So we're going to start at the top. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, Department of Education, Department of Energy, General Services Administration, Office of Personnel Management, Small Business Administration, U.S. Forest Service, Veterans Affairs, National Nuclear Security Administration. I'll go through there. I'll try to post another one tomorrow night. I know it's bad news. I'm hoping that those of you that might be in one of these newly listed agencies that hadn't heard about it will have a little bit of heads up if you're probationary, and you'll be able to get all of your records in order. For now, sorry for the bad news. Have a good night.
Hi, I was a recent federal employee that was terminated due to the restructuring and cutting of federal funds. I was a USDA Natural Resource Conservation Service employee, or NRCS. I specialized in natural resource conservation and helping producers deal with issues that involved soil, water, and air quality, as well as erosion and access to fresh water and correct forage for their livestock. We helped farmers, my agency helps farmers all over the country, and we go into their property, assess the area, and see if there's anything that we can help them with, whether it's, a no-till situation, if it's, spraying for herbicides, if it's, an erosion sinkhole that's going to cause your cow to fall in and, potentially lose a calf, or, it's eating away at your field and you want to put a drain pipe in. We go in, we help the producer, we make up a contract, and then we help assist the producer, not only make sure that it's input correctly so that way they don't have this issue anymore, but we financially assist them. We reimburse them a percentage or cost amount that they sign for so that the burden does not fall just on the American producer. This goes for anything large scale, your soybeans, your corn, your cotton, your wheat, or your large cattle operations, your dairy and beef. In Mississippi, which is the state that I currently work in, we deal a lot with small producers, people who grow stuff at your farmer's market. We love helping farmers. That is our motto. We love helping anyone and everyone who comes through our doors. I was let go or terminated or laid off, fired, whatever you want to call it, due to performance. Now, I am a probationary employee. You're always a probationary employee for the first 12 months of service in any federal job. Everyone wants to believe that this is the bogus and the ridiculous agencies that are being cut. No, this is the USDA. These are the people who grade your food, check your food, make sure your food is, in good standing and hasn't been, shot up with antibiotics because they are always withdrawal periods. This is everything. And it's not being reported. And it's going to fall on the agriculture producer. I loved my job. I hope they call me back to my job. My producers made my day, and I loved helping them. And you're cutting people. I don't say you, but they are cutting people for just existing with no warning. This isn't doing what everyone thought it was. They're not cutting the people not doing their job, and they're not really cutting funding, because the two people that they laid off in my office have a salary of combined less than $100,000 a year. Let's just think about that for a moment. So, if you feel inclined to support, your USDA employees, and you want to call your congressman or your senator or write them a letter saying that the USDA employees are essential to farming operations, farming communities, and keeping food safe and available for all, I would appreciate it as a previous USDA employee, as well as many of my colleagues, I'm sure would appreciate it, but I do not speak for the whole agency. I'm only here to inform the people that I know about the situation and how far-reaching it actually affected them. I hope that something changes, and I hope more information comes out, and I hope to be back helping producers the best way I can. But for now, I am moving on and trying to figure out life, just like every other federal employee that was released, and is trying to navigate this very weird and odd situation with no information. So, thank you.
But this could break me and my parents apart, because they just don't understand what they voted for and what it means, and the bigotry and hatred that they stand behind, and how I am trying to be a good person. I'm not Catholic like they are, which is ironic because it's religion's supposed to make you love. But I could see it breaking me and my parents apart, because they just don't get it, and they don't get that they voted for someone who's gonna make my friends' lives hell. My life's okay, I'm a white woman, but my friends are not gonna be okay.
Credit to all the creators and to those that stitched this up for us to be able to comment on it. Thank you. Yes, my friends, this is what's going on. And this is what we call the craziest time, because people are being laid off because they are simply doing their job, not because of anything. If y'all listen to one of the creators, she said Her performance was so good that she got 1,500 bonus. Y'all know how much that is? $1,500 bonus, just for bonus. That means that job, what she's doing, must be so good. So it's not about the performance. That's why they were laid off. You know what I mean? It's not. And I know if we carry out a survey, we are gonna see it. Some of these federal workers that voted for this current administration, they were not expecting this at all. And my heart goes out to them. In all honesty, I feel so sorry for them because they are just making a living. You know, I pray that things gonna be better for them in the future. What do you guys think? Let's continue the conversation down there in the comment section. As usual, please let's respect ourselves while we comment. And if you haven't subscribed, please do not forget to subscribe at the end of this video. And I say thank you. Bye for now.